Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. RHOBH Kim Richards was placed on a psychiatric hold, and now her family is terrified for her survival. She has been in rehab before for alcohol, as she admits she is an alcoholic. This has even played out in the early years of Beverly Hills. Now things have escalated, but what exactly happened to lead to this? Keep reading for all of the details. For the first few seasons of RHOBH, Kim Richards was struggling with alcohol addiction. Her sister Kyle Richards was very worried about her. She even noted that she was scared to get the phone call that Kim had passed away. In season 1, the sisters duked it out in a limo over Kyle stealing Kim's house. That was when Kyle flat out called her sister an alcoholic. She has been to rehab several times and seemed to see the light when she became a grandmother. In season 7, Lisa Vanderpump told Eden Sassoon that Kim was near death. More so, they played it out as if Kyle was her sister's enabler. There were times when the sisters did not speak, and that was very rough, especially given Kim's past. Unfortunately, things have only gotten worse for Kim. According to TMZ, she was placed on a 51-50 hold in early September. This happened after she was at the Hilton Hotel, as was Kyle. Authorities were called as Kim was incoherent, and upon their arrival, they asked her to leave, which she declined to do. That was when she was placed on the hold and taken to the hospital. Kim Richards has since been released, but the trouble did not stop. She has been staying at one of Kyle's homes in LA, but authorities were called by the neighbors asking for her to be removed. Kim had allegedly been a problem before, and it seemed they did not want to deal with her. She was not supposed to even be at the house, as her sister allowed her to live there. Then she left but popped up on Wednesday, September 25th. For Kyle Richards, it has only gotten worse. Authorities shared that Kyle did let Kim Richards move back into the LA home a while back. However, she and the family allegedly no longer wanted her there because cutting her off was the only way they knew how to help her. Now, Kyle must serve Kim with a proper eviction notice to get her out of the home, as she is still in the house as of press time. Fans were shocked that Kim had made it this far after all she had put her body through. Hopefully, Kim can get help before it is too late and Kyle does not beat herself up over trying to help her. Are you shocked by what has transpired? More so, do you think Kim can finally get sober? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In the sun-soaked hills of Beverly Hills, the lives of its residents often resembled a high-stakes game of poker. Behind the ditzy facade of luxury and glamour, however, lay a tapestry of familial bonds, hidden struggles, and fragile emotions. For Kim Richards and her sister Kyle, the stakes were never higher than during that fateful day when Kim was placed on a 51-50 psychiatric hold. It was an ordinary Tuesday in late summer when Kyle sensed something was amiss. Kim, who had been open about her past struggles with addiction and mental health, seemed distant, her laughter often tinged with an unsettling edge. They had shared a close bond since childhood, often navigating the tumultuous waters of reality television together, but this time felt different. Kyle received a frantic phone call from Kim's friend, expressing concern over Kim's erratic behavior. "She's not herself, Kyle. I think she needs help," the friend implored. Kyle's heart raced as a familiar anxiety settled in. The sisters had faced their share of demons, but the thought of Kim spiraling again was unbearable. Determined to take action, Kyle rushed to Kim's home. As she pulled up to the mansion, the picturesque surroundings felt eerily deceptive. Inside, Kim's world was unraveling. The living room was in disarray, a stark contrast to the polished image presented on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Empty bottles and scattered clothes lay strewn about, remnants of a troubled mind seeking refuge. "Kim," Kyle called, her voice a mixture of desperation and love. When Kim appeared, her eyes were glazed, a mixture of fear and confusion swirling within them. "I'm fine, Kyle. Just give me some space," she replied, but the tremor in her voice betrayed her. Kyle felt the weight of years pressing down on her. Memories flooded back, their childhood adventures, the battles with addiction, the moments of laughter overshadowed by darkness. In that instant, she made a decision that would change everything. With a heavy heart, Kyle reached out to a mental health professional. The decision to place Kim on a 51-50 hold, a mandatory psychiatric hold for individuals deemed a danger to themselves or others, was not taken lightly. Yet in that moment, it felt like the only way to save her sister from the abyss. As authorities arrived, Kyle stood helplessly by, the fear clawing at her insides. "This is for your own good," Kim, she pleaded, tears streaming down her face. But Kim, feeling betrayed and misunderstood, screamed in anguish, "You don't love me. You're abandoning me." Watching the officers escort her sister away, Kyle's heart shattered. The bond they had shared was fractured, replaced by an overwhelming sense of guilt. She couldn't shake the feeling that she had failed her sister, even though she knew deep down that this was the right choice. The days that followed were a blur of emotions. Kyle struggled with her thoughts. Did she do the right thing? Was there a better way? Friends and family offered support, but their well-meaning words felt hollow. "You're being a good sister, Kyle," they said, but in her heart, she was tormented by doubts. The reality of Kim's situation was sobering. She was in a safe place, receiving the help she needed, but the separation felt like a prison. Kyle spent sleepless nights imagining Kim in that sterile hospital room, surrounded by strangers, feeling more alone than ever. Determined to reconnect, Kyle visited Kim regularly. Each visit was a mix of hope and trepidation. Would Kim be angry? Would she understand? In those moments, Kyle realized how fragile their bond had become, yet how vital it was for her sister's recovery. Weeks passed, and Kim's condition began to stabilize. The haze lifted and glimmers of her true self began to shine through. During one of their visits, Kyle sat across from her sister in the small, brightly lit room, feeling a flicker of hope. "I'm sorry," Kim whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "I didn't mean to push you away. I was scared." Kyle reached across the table, grasping Kim's hand tightly. "You're not alone, Kim. I'm here, and I always will be. We can get through this together." In that moment, the bond they shared began to heal. They reminisced about their childhood, shared laughter and tears, and slowly, Kim started to open up about her feelings. The walls she had built around herself began to crumble brick by brick. As Kim prepared for her release, the sisters knew the road ahead would be challenging. There would be setbacks, and the scars of the past would remain, but their connection had strengthened. They were no longer just sisters. They were allies in the fight against the darkness that had threatened to tear them apart. On the day of Kim's release, Kyle stood at the door, her heart racing with anticipation. As Kim stepped out, their eyes met, and the unspoken love between them was palpable. It was a new beginning, a chance to reclaim their lives together. In the world of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where drama often overshadowed authenticity, Kim and Kyle's journey became a testament to the power of sisterhood. Through the trials of mental health and the pain of addiction, they found a way back to each other, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. While the glitz of Beverly Hills would continue to shine, the true beauty lay in the bond they rebuilt, one forged in love, resilience, and the unwavering belief that family is worth fighting for, no matter the cost.